You're just sweeping it up faster. But you'll get home sooner, so less rain falls on your head.
Yeah!
It's a different story when the wind's blowing. If the rain's coming right at you, bend double, so it has a smaller area to hit. Brilliant, except you can't see where you're going. The really clever bit is when the wind's behind you. Now the trick is to match your speed to the wind, so none of it hits your back or front. Unfortunately, the wind isn't always going the way you want it to. And finally, there's bad news for large people. You've got a lot of surface area, and that soaks up a lot of rain. So I'm sorry, you should always run home, no matter what. But don't forget, the real world is more complicated. You'll probably get soaked anyway. Getting wet is annoying, but it won't actually kill you. But there's no escaping the fact that there are times when you will need to do things at very high speed. So the answer to my next question should be you find yourself being pursued down High Street by a door. Am I faster than a T-Rex? To answer a silly question, you need a silly bird. Ostrich legs are nothing like a human. Unless it's running backwards, of course, which is just weird. But an ostrich is like a T-Rex, because birds evolved from dinosaurs, and therefore have similar skeletons. So, scientists have worked out a formula that leads basically from footprints to how fast they run. And since birds are like dinosaurs, the same formula should tell us how fast T-Rex was. Unfortunately, he must have covered his tracks, because we can't find any.
We do know that small dinosaurs can run at about 8 miles per hour, but we don't have those figures for the T-Rex.
So, scientists tried plan B. Imagine a bird pumped up to T-Rex size to make the world's first 6-ton chicken. But if you grow in size, you grow massively in weight, far more than you grow in strength. King Kong would be lucky if he could lift his own finger, never mind climb the Empire State Building.
Hit it hard.
I hate it when science ruins a perfectly good movie. Thing is, unlike King Kong here, T-Rex really did exist. And he really could move. So how?
Where the movies seem to get this wrong is they scale things up to these large sizes without taking into account what would actually happen if you did that. Scale factor. If you go to the height of something, then its strength goes up squared, but its weight goes up cubed.
This is why there are no giant ants around, because the strategy they have for supporting their own weight would just not work if you scale them up to the size of an elephant.
To run like a 6-ton chicken, T-Rex would need to be more than 100% muscle. In other words, impossible. So, forget giant chickens, let's try some real giants. Elephants never lift all 4 feet because the impact's too big for their bones. This is known as Groucho running, after comedy legend Groucho Marx. So it's possible T-Rex did the same thing to take the strain off his legs. He didn't sprint like the fastest human at 27 miles an hour, but he could still.
Why is Nautilus like gliding around?
T-Rex itself.
Oh, it's fucking hook anywhere.
At least you can see T-Rex coming. How do you avoid those invisible microscopes? I think when I was at school, I used to say constantly sneezes to spread diseases. Unfortunately, looks like the flu can get around quite a bit quicker than that. How do you stop Congratulations! You're the first to catch a new and horrible flu virus. So, after you've called the doctor, call a mathematician, because now it's all about numbers. The key number is how many people you pass it on to. If that's exactly 1, then you get better and your friend takes your place. So the ad rate is growing. He won't be as happy about that as you are. If it's more than one, it's an epidemic.
We don't give a fuck about get shit did.
Here comes the punchline.
This number is known as the basic reproductive ratio. The higher the number, the more infectious the disease. Contact is one of the places to spread. If you're on a desert island on your own, you're not going to be infecting anyone.
Probably,
Whereas
it wasn't very
if you're on a
much
packed train, there's lots of
alright.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What do you mean?
You're against an Ari, man.
Another 14. But for flu, the average is only 1.8. And we can stamp it out completely by making that number less than 1. The bad news is that means vaccination. It's from the Latin cow, because the first vaccines were cowpox. But the strange thing is, you don't need to vaccinate them
I don't need a
all.
plan.
Just enough, and even unvaccinated cows are safe in a bubble of vaccinated cows. And it's the same for us humans. Although the bubble
get 'em?
probably smells a bit better.
How did he go invisible? I thought he didn't do that till level 6.
You see, you read
No,
the
he
form,
gets, that's a lower level.
You need to get the fuck out of here.
Which is just as well.
His max level ability to shoot.
I got it.
chicken or fish.
But these days, flu is getting its numbers back
You're
up.
stupid!
Jacking airlines.
I'm dead though. I'm dead. They're both dead now.
Oh my god.
Worth it.
From one tourist in Mexico
Here I
to
come,
1
save the
million
day.
Americans.
What? You just gave my ADC 4 kills? Thank you, I guess.
Dinosaurs come on big, slow. Viruses come on small. But what happens when you
Yeah,
get hit by
stop
something
over this
big
game.
and fast? Your only hope then is quick thinking. So, how do I
Give
dodge
my
a
ADC.
natural disaster? When Mother Nature turns nasty, the difference. If a hurricane's coming, one place to be is out at sea. As it spins, it sucks energy from the ocean, putting up winds of 160 miles an hour. But the hurricane itself never moves faster than 50 miles an hour, so you can get out.
A hurricane
Let's get
spins
to the fun
mighty
part.
fast. The winds have to be going over 74 miles an hour for it to be classified as a hurricane and not just a tropical storm.
But if the tsunami's coming, forget about it. Ocean
Oh, okay.
water. So out at sea,
If I can help Larry real quick.
but the strange thing is, the waves only
Alright, I'm almost ready to go.
one beat to the next. You bob up and down so slowly, you go,
Oh,
It's coming, man.
it's hard to
I missed
imagine
my kills, man. I might have
a 600 mile an hour wave.
My
But
way.
of course, if the peaks of the wave are 600 miles apart, it takes a whole hour to go past. So, it's safer there than on the beach. In shallow water,
Alright, come back down bottom.
it's 30 miles an hour.
Alright, mission accomplished. Oh, never mind. Leave me.
Feet high. This
I said mission accomplished. I'm now I'm leaving.
If you see that,
I'll be back in a second. dude.
don't stop until you pass the mountains. But don't jump for joy.
Yeah, but
Nine
fucking
out of
our
10
ADC is
dying
fucking 6 and 0.
avalanches started themselves.
We're gonna be just fine.
The
Wait,
slope,
have you
weight
seen
difference.
Get it hard.
You can have really
Be
strong
wandering a little bit. It's Trendamere. Don't get your hopes up.
No, they're just.
There's a layer of snow.
Oh yeah, we have Echo. He was mid a little bit ago.
I'll lend my hand.
You,
Talk.
to ski or a boarder, could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. You can
Hey, you
cause
want
that
blue
whole
from,
layer
just
to
to
break
base it
off
off when you blue.
and go flying down the slope.
This is actually a phenomenon that's all over the place. Yeah, stable equilibrium we call it. We've got some imbalance essentially on a time. This is like this surface will release huge amount of potential energy.
10 million tons of snow dropped 20 miles an
Who needs
hour.
a beat down?
Your only chance is swimming to the surface before the snow sets like concrete. You'll suffocate if you get buried.
Yes!
Nothing to worry about. A comet impact, of course, at 25,000 miles an hour, with the possible extinction of life on Earth. We're still working on it.
Oh, I'm so mad. Back
in a very short
Bad
time.
decision for me.
As you can see, the
Oh, party this.
well,
Bye.
They're really bad. Like, they're questionably bad.
I think it's time I
Their nest is eating good farm. I can't do much about it.
Their bottom.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, mittens, barely. Take out your fire.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to see if they got it. Alright, stay right there. Yeah. That's the fucking thing right there. Don't worry about it.
Why is there
Rip it direct already.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
I can't not block it this time.
Yeah,
Not
Get over here, pricks!
back.
Maybe that's not a good idea.
DP's down on that.
You got that, you That's awesome.
It's what
no, I don't see last minute. Did I?
4 seconds, I can pull that bitch again.
science
Get ready.
and so,
That's
what
I
is
suck.
speed gonna do for us?
I'm going
How
back.
high can we build? And when can I move to Mars? Then prepare to have your nuts tight as we find out the things you need to know about engineering. Now, logic dictates that we should start at the beginning. So,
Prepare for this.
the first engineers. We humans think we're pretty
Go
clever.
back down to the
We
bottom.
built megacities housing more than 30 million people. Skyscrapers stretching half a mile high. And space age material was a stop of birth. We are the planet's first.
Ooh, we got
A lot of
freaked up bad.
In fact, long before the Greeks or the Romans even thought of putting one brick on top of another, engineers were already hard at work all over the world. Take a massive structure like the Hoover Dam, made from 6.5 blocks of concrete. It's over 1,200 feet
Shake on the other way.
on back 9 trillion
I still get
gallons
them
of water, enough to flood the entire state of New York to a height of 1 foot. But Canada has a dam twice as long, big enough to see from space. And this one was built by
Champion. You see the Dodger movies.
Nature's been
civilizations years old. Relatively 3.5 billion, 3.8 billion years. So it's had the head start, and it will be for some time. As for skyscrapers, African termites regularly build towers 30 feet high. That's more than a human scale. And they come with individual rooms and air conditioning.
Nope. Her God is really
Can you
good.
imagine in a Mother Nature?
Sometimes.
There's like
You
a
got
fucking
You should have a
different
beam, it's not getting me.
They are so fucking much.
The problem when we try and engineer a solution is nature. And we need the successful paths going
Waste
forward.
it all.
And the
Oh, he
thing
doesn't
about
have
nature
his
is to see all these amazing things that have been produced by natural things going on that have created amazing
Let's
engineering.
get to the fun.
Okay, what about those bulletproof jackets then? It takes vats of acid, 700
Alright, come back down bottom.
the
Give you a killer too that would help Jory get whiff and everything and try to not
one of the
die.
toughest man-made materials. An incy-wincy spider's bottom
Alright,
at
one.
room 10.
No Thanasis.
5 times strong. The point is, no matter how
I hit him with
ingenious
bullshit.
we
Yeah, you got him.
nature, the original engineer almost always got there first. There is one engineering concept that we came up with all
Oh,
about.
come on, man. Corey, look.
Which
look,
is gonna be
look,
mid.
Pay attention, pay attention.
Jory, pay attention.
Go down river.
You're getting someone. You're getting a free kill if you pay attention.
enemy has been slain.
Of something
Got her! No, I don't. She's fucking goddamn.
Rotary bed, otherwise known as the wheel. So, what first got us moving? In engineering terms, the wheel is child's play. Any toddler can wonder questions go round and round. But how does the wheel actually work?
I'm doing this my way.
The engineering behind the wheel.
Right.
What? I'm going for Ari, dude. Trying to help Jory.
Shut
There we
down.
go. Got it. I'm coming down now. Sorry. My bad. Oh no! My bad. Easy fucking.
Don't worry about that.
Dude, that's fine. No videos. He's a short stop.
Flintstone should have been able to cobble together. Looks.
Let me get the tower.
Yeah, dude.
Moving heavy objects is
I mean,
a
Jory's
pain,
fucking
literally.
like 2 and 3. 1 and 3 is like, I was just trying to help
Lots of
him not
effort, but
die.
not a lot of result.
Sorry,
Try using a lever, such as the crowbar.
bots on my
This magnifier pulls you apart, helping to overcome the friction. But it won't bring you any favours with the hipper.
Or don't.
Plonk him on a ball and add a few logs and rollers, and you get rid of the friction completely. Which is great, except for all that running back and forth to replace the rollers. To get around
Never
this,
know
you
what
attach them to the ball. And before you know it, you have that sort and we.
That's 270 on his stack.
Jordan, you need to go to pistol shop there.
Luckily though, wheel radius is much larger than the axle. It's basically a kind of circular crowbar, continuously over.
Where you going, Donald?
You got that, dude.
They got rid of the friction altogether. So let's look at that.
Oh,
This
come on.
now got rid of the friction again and invented the modern bearing. Which is great news for hippopotamus delivery guys everywhere. Oh, come on, there we go. No stopping us, literally. Not until somebody came up with the brake. And of course somebody had to invent
Blah, blah,
the
blah.
rope. A river battery. That gave the engineers another job to do. They had to come up with the bridge.
Has been slain.
How do bridges work?
Oh, Nash is behind us. Nash
To
is behind us.
understand bridges, we need to think about
Yeah.
Who needs a beat down?
the
He's 7 seconds to teleport
trust
in.
and
And watch his
suspense.
hit.
Holy shit, you're so fucked.
So much.
Your way.
John, you had a teleport, man. You needed to teleport by.
I just dropped my teleport.
An ally has been slain.
Well, I just got smacked in the face for a double kill because Nas was wandering by himself, or Nas was wandering by himself.
Bring along 2 members, gang and
Yeah, double's top now, too.
suddenly you need troops.
Jungle's
A
been
trust provides reinforcement by adding a bit more
my
bridge.
backup.
I'm harnessing the structure's strength.
Yeah, we just got raped by
The
Nas.
Romans preferred a more elegant and much
Yeah, and the guy at the top was expecting you going in, Nas.
Actually, they probably
Only not
did
now,
this
he's not. He wasn't, he killed us.
and never bothered to
He used teleport and he died.
There.
He killed us. And he get
You can think of an arch as a beam bent into a semicircle.
fucking Nas.
Now the way produces
Let's
only
get cracking.
you happen to be an ancient Roman bridge builder.
Come on, John.
They had to stand under their creations while the scaffolding was on the move. The lifespan of so many of the arches is still with us.
A well
Wow. There's 3 of them just wandering down.
It's just not what it's going to do. It has to break.
You're not gonna get They're gonna get panic.
Very, very good. Resistance. He has longevity, which is why you see the Roman and Saxon arches around now. They just don't break.
Stands for violence.
Now, here's another way to build a bridge. Flip an arch on its head and you get the suspension bridge. This time, it's all tension. The overhead cables are in a constant tug of war with the weight on the bridge. It's exactly the same principle as washing.
A little breath.
Speaking of washing, this would take forever if it weren't for the miracle of steam. Slightly
Let's get the fun
and
part.
vegetables. Have you ever asked yourself, what did steam ever do to us? Steam is great for making frothy coffee, stripping wallpaper, and ironing socks, preferably not all at the same time. But engineers love steam because it's good at transporting energy. When water is boiled, it absorbs heat, turning it into steam.
Heat energy and transfer it from one place to another. You start with heat and you can turn it into movement, and ultimately from movement you can then turn it into electricity.
The further advantage of steam is that it's based around water, which is largely everywhere. It's non-corrosive.
It's got to get some more boil it up, create vapor, and then you can drive stuff.
2,000 years ago, a Greek chap called Hero invented the aeolipile. I can't even spinning the Unfortunately, we only used it as a pocket train, and the idea sort of Liverpool also had a rudimentary rap called the rap gun. Third, combined the two, space, flames, I know. It was 1,700 years before steam powered its next revolution, the industrial. The first practical design was the nuclear one used to pump water out of mines.
He's like, I'm a tank, dude. Keep focusing.
His external generator worked outside the engine, so the cylinder stayed hot, and more of the steam could put to work.
Early steam engine, they used to inject the steam into the piston, then cool it as quickly as they could,
Who
and
needs
it would
a beat down?
suck the piston down, turn things that way.
The trouble with this was that the whole cylinder was cooled during the cycle. Oxygen venter, then
Vai?
external
Stand
ventures, so that all the cooling work was done externally.
Ally has been slain.
I thought we were team
Enemy
4.
double kill.
By boasting how many
Oh, yeah, we are
horses
corpus, aren't we?
in place, which was the term horsepower. It started the industrial revolution. Today, power stations and nuclear submarines use
Let's get
steam
cracked.
turbines, which are
I'm going mid.
work the principle of Hero's 2,000-year-old tour.
I'm coming back.
Simpler ships and locomotives of the steam age.
You know, I think
There's
people
one
do
form
their
of transport that would have to
Yeah,
wait
that's
for the internal. I'm talking about my next question is, should we be afraid of flying?
Oh, it's so
Alright, let's hit the power.
And yet, all that keeps aloft is
I have to go bottom.
breathable. And the only thing between
Fine,
that and
Nautilus.
you
Fine, Nautilus.
I'll let my hands do the
being at certain places,
Fuselage at 30,000 feet to defeat hostile
Is a minus 60 degrees C. There's no oxygen at that altitude, so it's hard to move.
and World War II, some of the bombers the crews injured and of the hostility of the environment at high altitude.
It's not
nice.
Rampage.
I get my ult off.
Even inside the plane, the air pressure is kept much lower than sea level, which is a good thing. It also means that water boils at just 90 degrees. which is why air like tea tastes so horrible.
To pressurize the air, you have to pump air in using the jets on the plane.
It's
And
getting
that
shoved
is
in
fuel.
hard. Like,
Money.
You don't take the full pressure, sea level pressure with you. But you apply the pressure.
So every time a plane goes up to altitude, it comes back down. Anything just so
A plane's
dragon.
to withstand the birds.
Are we killing the fucking body? Dragon again.
Test their designs again.
Well, Trent French dance was
Oh, switch.
Double kill.
And all the time, you are sitting beside up to 60,000 gallons of aviation fuel.
You could have went and stole the fucking dragon and you sat in the bush instead. What a fucking terrible deal.
Why didn't you steal the dragon?
Jungle is...
You didn't dragon.
Thanks to engineering.
How did you get it? He didn't even leave the fucking
20
bush.
times
Spider.
drive.
We have a dragon, they have a dragon.
Now I'm talking shit about him. He actually did something right. That's hilarious. Fuck him. I'm still reporting him anyway. He's a fucking dickhead.
But I am really terrified of those glass elevator things. You know, the ones that go up and down the side of a skyscraper.
Or does someone try to take
Which
his
is why
friend?
my next question is,
How high can you build? When it comes to tall buildings, engineers have always played
Here I
who's
come.
got the biggest. This edifice complex led the ancient Egyptians to build the Great Pyramid of Giza, which overrated the known 4,000, although today it's 30 feet shorter thanks to erosion.
Nope, neither of them was too flash. I had the Ari almost.
held on to for another 250 years.
I'm my own
Skyscraper, is it?
It wasn't until the invention of the steel frame that buildings really
Go up top and fucking deal with nonsense.
This carries all the way to destruction.
Because Gnosis is super strong and free stacking, we need to kill him or we're gonna
So
lose him, so
glass
that's
walls
why.
of another skyscraper are
He's already got, what does he have?
540.
540, yeah, we have to get
God damn.
The wind
Double kill.
one side is turning in another, adjust the right way, put in those push and pull at the right time. Eventually,
Ari stole that shit.
building will build up to
How does he have
such
so many fucking stacks, dude?
Because he's literally just been using it to CS. He's got 218 CS.
the diamonds in that top floor round.
Like, we can't stop him.
Arabia is already planning the
He's gonna keep bulldozing through it, we're gonna lose anyway, so...
1 kilometre. That's almost 7 pyramids of Giza stacked on top of each other.
Like, at all.
The very tallest towers now require elevators that travel at 40 miles
All
an
in my
hour.
hands.
Keep going up at that speed, and in 50 minutes, reach out to space.
An enemy has been
thing
slain.
in your game. Half the thing. The next big thing on the horizon is positively, almost infinitesimally tiny. So,
What's so big about being small? Please do not adjust your screen. Things are about to get very tiny indeed. As nanoacorns measure things in nanometers, or millionths of a millimeter.
Who needs a beat down?
Scale a meter up to the size of the whole planet, then a nanometer. So, your
They'll
beard
never
would
know
grow,
like it.
the length of your beard
His
would
ass
change.
is mid.
Take a razor off the sink and towards your face.
A human hair is about 100,000 nanometers across.
Built-over spice.
Incredibly, that's 30 times bigger than the working steam engine built recently by
Yeah, right.
Germans.
Just save your install.
3,000 times the smaller one. Made from a single molecule, really, will take 1 million speed. The spherical wheel made from one of the building blocks. This new form of car was only discovered in 1985 when it was created in the lab by experts. Buckminster Fury to give it a proper name and be stretched into a hollow
Those trainers just sit there and not do it.
stronger than steel 6 times.
That's nasty.
Now, becomes the ship.
I'll just go Tom. I'm going back to the guy though. They're all up.
Alright, Gerald.
These man-made
Far enough to get out of it.
control good for all life on Earth, leaving behind nothing but a mass of grey goo.
Shut down.
Ah, fuck, I couldn't get the thing off, right?
Nanobots.
Nonsense is going to single-handedly carry this game, and we're going to all...
speak in a dreary monotone.
Pure armor.
Okay, I don't care about
Except
that.
that robots are supposed
Sorry, you can die, you suck.
So that leads me rather naturally
He's an asshole.
to my next question.
Once I get,
You're not really the only one to die for it.
get both, dude. You have like 4 people.
I did use my ult.
No, Jory.
But beside the world,
Jory should his off grab him.
Very much. It definitely... Well, but we just kept him away from him.
in 2009,
I know, that's why I surrendered. I pressed surrender earlier. And everyone
it needed 1 million
You've been on the fight period. This is like 7 attacks. Go triple right now! Do something!
Intuition into that moon has been destroyed. Not being able to understand. They don't
It wasn't recorded.
and the undisputed top of the
Now we can perform and record.
flopometer. That's about 100,000 times faster than
Defending the outside tower.
While they're busting down the fucking base.
most advanced computer simulations. Virtual versions of everything from tomorrow's weather to the entire universe. But to be cast as truly intelligent, the computer has to pass the Turing test. Basically,